Okay, now I'm recording. Okay, so again, hello. My name is Alejandro Rodriguez González. Okay, I'm the coordinator of this subject and one of the professors. So today is the first day, but today we will be very quick because I don't want to start, with a lot of things. I just want to introduce you to the subject and let you know how the subject will be, the people that will be involved, and all this stuff. Okay, and of course, if you have any question, you can ask me today. So based on the information that I saw on Moodle, I mean, you are only three students enrolled. Okay, I mean, Robin and Carlos. Okay, I think that is the one. Yeah, according to Moodle, it's the people that I saw. I don't know if maybe there are some changes, but according to the information in Moodle, only these three people. Okay, so we will have let's say very quiet or very nice classes because with three people, it's like something that we can do very very easy. I hope, and I really hope that you will enjoy this subject. Okay, so let me please share some slides that I have, and I will start explaining you a bit about the subject and how it will be. Okay, 1 second. Okay, can you see my screen? 1 second. Yeah, I need to compartir contenido and 1 second. Screen two. Yes. Now you can see the screen, and now you can see the slides, right? Subject presentation, right? Okay. Okay, so again, well, welcome to the subject that is complex data in health. This subject is part of this itinerary in the Master on Health and Medical Data Analytics. Okay, that you are enrolled. So just a summary of the information that you already probably know. This is a subject with a workload of 4.5 ICTS, which in this course will be 2 hours, okay, per week. Okay, in this the classes will be of 2 hours, and let's say that the remaining time that is expected will be from your side. Okay, it's part of the third semester, so it's supposed that you were doing your first year abroad. By the way, where have you been in the first year? In France, okay, in Germany. Okay, okay, France and Germany. Good. Okay, good to know. Now it's just to know a little bit more about about you. Okay. Okay, so this is as I said, part of the third semester. So continue with your studies. The language will be in English, of course. And well, the description that probably I don't know if you take a look already took a look to the learning guide, but as a let's say summary, the objective of this subject is basically to show you what different types of data we have or coexist in the health sector, okay, that are produced by by several different types of actors and systems. And the idea is that we will focus on some of these types of data, um, both from a theoretical and a practical point of view. So the idea is, okay, not only to explain you what type of data we have in the health sector and showing you examples, showing you, for example, data sets that you can, of course, take a look and do some analysis with them, but also our idea is trying to give you somehow a practical point of view by, for example, showing you some tools and let's say processes or algorithms that will be used to gather this data and to work with this data. Okay, so the idea is to mix a bit of these things. In any case, now with the syllabus, we will see a little bit more of this. Okay, so the faculty team that will be part of this subject. As you can see, we are many professors for a so small subject. I know that sometimes this is complex. I mean, having so many people involved in a single subject, but this has a reason, and it's because we have different expertise, and we consider that it's better that each of us will show you or will show yeah, will show you will teach you about the topic that we know better. Okay, so instead of maybe having only one professor that should cover everything, that of course at some point can happen, and in some subjects it's normal, we decided to divide it based on our main expertise. Okay, so that's the reason to have so many people, and also because some of the people that it's involved in this course also are postdoc students that are, of course, doing their job with us, and they have a really strong expertise on some parts. And we think that it's the best idea, because this master, from my perspective, I know that this is a master that is very focused on the innovation and entrepreneurship. And with Javier Segovia, you will see a lot of these things. But we also would like to show you what things are being done in terms of the research part. Okay, since we are running projects, research projects, and I think that this idea of having multiple people with multiple skills and different topics, it's a good idea. Okay, I know that can be a little bit tricky because we are too much, but I hope that you will enjoy it, and you will see that at the end it's a good idea. Okay, so well, this year, sadly, and I'm really sorry about that, because of COVID-19 we have to do it online, and for me it's really a pity. I really like to give classes, in real face to face, where you can see me in person, but we are in this strange situation, and, like, I mean, sadly we have to do it online, and I'm really sorry. I hope that maybe the second semester it's different, but now is what we have, and this is something that we cannot control. In any case, I mean, the Teams group where you are now, you can talk with us by with the group. Okay, we will be glad to help you through the group. But in any case, if you need anything more concrete, or you, for example, see that we don't reply on an appropriate time through the Teams, please send us an email, especially to me, because I have many chats in the Teams, and sometimes I skip conversations because maybe I read it from my mobile and I forgot to reply you, or something. So please, if there is something urgent or something that requires my immediate attention, let me know by email. Okay, it's the best option. In terms of the office hours, I mean, imagine that you want to talk with me, Alejandro. I want to ask you some questions or some doubts. Of course, we can have a bilateral meeting using Teams or any other platform. But I prefer that you ask me, okay, Alejandro, I want to talk with you. When do you can meet? Or do you have some free slots this week, or whatever? It's better, because sometimes it can collide with other classes, or with the projects that we are running, or maybe with with some travels. Well, this year probably less travels than other years because of the situation, but with any other thing. So please let us know always by email to have any office hour. Okay, and this is the email of all of us. So I will upload these slides also to Moodle, okay? So don't worry too much, because you will have access. Okay, about the schedule, and basically the syllabus that we are aiming to have this year. So, well, we have 15 weeks of work during the whole semester. This is the first one, okay? This is the subject presentation. As I told you, will be only presentation. So today I expect that, yeah, in 10 minutes we will finish, okay? And that's all. I prefer to start next week with the introduction, also because I'm polishing some things, and I prefer to do it more calm, taking into account the situation. So the second lesson will be by me also is the introduction, and we will explore the types of biomedical data from a very open perspective. By the way, something that I didn't say, but I want to say now, please interrupt me at any moment if you have any question. In my classes, when we are in person, I used to talk a lot, but also, talk with you. I would like to have conversations with you, not myself talking and talking and talking and talking, because this is very boring for you and for me. Really, I prefer to have discussions. I would like to show you things, to discuss with you your opinion. What things do you know? So just take this into account, okay? Because in the next class, especially, and in the remaining classes with me, I will really like to please have a more real interaction. Okay, so again, you can interrupt me at any time to ask me anything, or anything that you need. So, as I told you, the second one next week will be the introduction and type of biomedical data. Third week will came Javier with information extraction. He will give you an overview of a couple of things regarding with this topic. The next three sessions are, by the way, are by Massimiliano Zanin. That I didn't mention it. Massimiliano was here at UPM, but now he's at another institution in Islas Baleares. Sorry, I don't know how to say in English Islas Baleares, but you know where is Mallorca? Ibiza. Okay, you know it probably because of Ibiza. Okay, so he is in Mallorca, not in Ibiza. Okay, but very nice place in any case. So Massimiliano, as an external, will give you the classes about complex networks. These classes about complex network are scheduled for 3 weeks, okay, but it might suffer some modifications because we are not sure if finally will be 2 or 3 weeks. In the worst case, what can happen is that we can move a little bit some of the sessions, but at this moment are planned for three. Okay, I'm going to talk tomorrow with Massimiliano about this, and let's see what we are finally doing. Then after complex networks, Lucia will come and talk to you about the disease networks. That it's a really, in my opinion, interesting topic in the health sector. Okay, and indeed we have a project about disease networks that probably Lucia will show you. A really nice project to apply the knowledge that we have about the diseases and their similarities in order to try to find new uses of existing drugs and do drug repositioning. Okay, so trying to find that, imagine a drug that is being used currently to treat a disease, and trying to see if we can use this drug to another disease from a computational perspective by analyzing the similarities between the diseases. Okay, it's a really nice topic, I think, in my opinion, and Lucia will explain you. Lucia will also give you two lessons about biological data and bioinformatics. By the way, well, after this, I will ask you a couple of things. And the next one will be again about will be taught again by Lucia, and will be about vocabularies and mappings. Okay, in the health sector, what type of vocabularies do we have, and how can we make mappings between vocabularies, the strategies that we know, etc. Uh, on November, at the end of November, I will come back and I will give you a lesson about health data in social media. Okay, it will be an overview about the types of data that we have in social networks like Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, or any of these social media channels, and how can we get value information from social media. Okay, I will give you some examples. I will provide you some useful references that I think that will be interesting for you. After that, we have three sessions about natural language processing applied to health. Okay, this is probably one of the most practical parts, along with the complex networks and the biological information, and it's indeed, I think that it will be really interesting because we will cover different types of data, and in the context of the natural language processing, we will see how to apply it to the health domain, and more specifically to the clinical records, okay, that we can have at hospitals and similar environments. This will be taught by both Ernestina, Javier, and myself. That's the main idea. And the final class, the last class, will be the subject presentations, and I will give you more tips about that in the next slide. By the way, as I said, this is a tentative schema that can suffer some changes. Please take into account that this is the first year of this subject, and we are learning indeed how to do it in the best possible way. I would like to, I mean, we all the teachers, all the professors, would like to be sure that you enjoy the subject, okay, and I'm more taking into account that we are three and that we can do it, in a very informal way somehow, and I would like to really that you enjoy the subject. So please forgive us in advance if we do some mistakes, and please also give us feedback with the things that maybe can be improved for the next year. Okay. Uh, Recommended background, and that's one of the questions that I was thinking to ask you. What is your background? I mean, your bachelor was on computer science, was on telecommunication, was on what? Let me know, please. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Good. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, good, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so well, that's perfect. I mean, because I think that this subject you will have probably. I mean, I'm sure that you will have, let's say, enough strong background in the medical side on this context. Okay, both of you. Maybe a bit more of lacking in the more computer science, but in any case, the idea of the subject is that, as I told you, will be really theoretical, both theoretical and practical. Okay, and in the practical side, where maybe you can lack of knowledge, a little bit lack of knowledge, it will be in most of the cases. Simple, not simple, but not difficult examples, okay, with code. In this context, most of the things that probably we are going to show you will be in Python, okay. I think that almost everything. Maybe there is some things that no, but I think that everything or almost everything is in Python. So in this context, if you already know Python, good. If you don't know too much about Python, I recommend you that maybe you can do some online course, some mocks, or something like that that can help you a little bit. But don't worry too much, okay? Because the things that we are going to show you in terms of code will be very small pieces of code, very explained, going straight to the point to show you the functionality that we are aiming. Okay, not about. I mean, it's not necessary to know about programming, in Python like a real professional or like a computer scientist that has been programming during 4 years in the bachelor. No, no, no. Don't worry too much about that. Okay. In any case, this is the background knowledge recommended, of course, okay? Because if you know something about that, will be better. Programming skills, databases, because some of the data that we are going to deal with requires about some small knowledge about databases. But in any case, we are preparing the subjects in such a way that even if you don't know about SQL, we will probably try to give you some tips, okay, about at least what is a table, what is SQL, how it works, and we will provide you, examples. I really like to this concept of learning by examples. Okay, I think it's the best option. I show you something, and I show you an example of how to do it. I'll show you another thing and an example codes, example query. Okay, don't worry too much then. And biomedical knowledge, medical knowledge that probably you know even more than me. I'm quite sure. Okay, so no problem with that. So, well, the syllabus at the end that basically you can see that maps more or less with the structure that I give you. This is the syllabus that has been modified a little bit from the learning guide. Okay, basically the main modification that I did is that in the point 5, now I introduced this biological data and bioinformatics that was not in the learning guide originally. Okay, and the other modification that can suffer a little bit is the point 3 of complex networks that I'm going to talk with Massimiliano and maybe we reduce it a little bit because I'm considering with Massimiliano if this can be too much for this course and maybe we reduce it a little bit, okay? But apart of that, no more big changes, okay? In any case, any change, of course, I will inform you. And if you have any doubt or any problem with that, let me know. Okay. Okay. Online class. As we are doing using Microsoft Teams, we have created a team for the subject and we will use it, okay? And we will be taught by this platform. I will record all the sessions and I will upload it to a YouTube channel that we have where we have classes about this subject, about data processes, about databases, about other classes that we are going to give online, okay? So I will upload all the videos and send you the link, okay? And you can, if for example you cannot join a session, you are able to see it at any other moment, okay? And the evaluation and the assessment, that is the last part, okay, that I would like to talk with you. Okay, in the learning guide, the evaluation was expected to be done by 3 practical assignments, okay? But my suggestion, due to the current situation that we are going to do it online, and for hence the classes will be different, and probably having 3 assignments that should be evaluated independently makes the things a little bit difficult. What I propose is to have just a single assignment, okay, to reduce your workload, okay. The idea is that probably at the middle, a little bit more of the middle of the subject, we will propose an assignment that, take into account that you are only 3 enrolled, will be, I think that will be individual, okay? But let me think a little bit about this because maybe I do it a little bit bigger and you can do it between the 3, okay? In only one, in only one group, okay, and that will be all, okay. The idea of the subject is that the assignment will be represent the 100% of the evaluation, so no exam, okay, there is no exam. The evaluation will be based on this assignment and will be all, okay. That's the thing that I don't know yet. I'm thinking about the 2 options. One can be a small assignment that will be done individually, or maybe I propose you something a little bit bigger, and you can do it between the 3. Since you are only 3 in the class, you create only one group between the 3, and you solve the assignment. I don't know yet. I will let you know as soon as, depending on how the subject is going. Okay, I will talk with the other professors, and I will let you know how to proceed. Okay. And that's all from my side. I mean, this is the presentation of the subject. I just want to ask you if you have any doubts, any comments, or just let me know. Um, Good point. Probably I will not have time to have it ready by the next class because I'm preparing the slides, okay? But don't worry because I'm also this is part of my teaching strategy. Don't worry. Normally, what I do is that I give you the class and then I upload the materials. And I do it normally. I do it like that in my classes where I have lot of students because it's the only way that they pay attention to me. I know that in this case you are only three, so this has no sense. But the problem is that I still finishing the slides. If I have time, I will do it. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. And the classes, as I told you, will be they are expected of 2 hours each session. It will depend on how we advance, okay? Some days will be 2 hours, some days can be a little bit less. My idea is that I will prepare a material that I need to give you, okay? And just let you know that if at some point we are a little bit quicker, and this is something that can happen, and for that I'm really sorry because I'm accustomed to give real class with more people. You know, there is noise. I'm interacting with you in some way or other. So this experience of giving online class, my idea is that maybe reduce a little bit the class because normally in 2 hours material in real class might be 1 hour and a half in an online class because of the interaction. In any case, I will try to adapt it, but just let you know that this can happen, okay? That the material that I prepare will not cover always the whole class, okay? More questions? Yeah, this I will upload this one and the others. The next week one, if I have time, I will upload it. If not, I will upload it always after the class. After the class, always, and before if I have time. Okay. Good. More questions? No? Crystal clear. Okay, that's good. Okay, so well, again, welcome to this class and to this subject, and I hope that you will enjoy it. We are in touch, okay? We see next week. We see each other next week. Okay? Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.